Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Penns Manor Area School District, where the host Penns Manor Lady Comets are taking on the Union City Lady Bears in a first-round PIAA matchup as the road to Hershey begins tonight for 32 2A teams in girls basketball. The Lady Comets come into tonight's game with a 21-5 overall record, while the Lady Bears come in at 14-11 this year. Penns Manor is the number 2 team out of District 6, while Union City is the number 3 team out of District 10. Penns Manor made the PIAA semifinals last year as they lost to Bishop McCourt by just 2 points in the state semifinals. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger, the Union City Lady Bears making their first ever PIAA playoff appearance. So a little bit of contrast in the history of these two teams. However, Penns Manor is a very young team. They only have 3 players back from that semifinal loss that got significant playing time. In this year's team, Penns Manor has 0 seniors on the team. So the future is looking bright for Penns Manor's girls basketball. The winner of this game will play on Tuesday evening against the winner of Neshannock versus Burgettstown. That game also taking place tonight. So once again, that game will be on Tuesday at a site and time to be determined later. Lady Bears, led by 2 of their seniors, as Ava Greer and Brooke Van Tassel both scoring over 14 points per game. Greer at 14.6, Van Tassel at 14.5 this season. While Penns Manor has only 1 player averaging in double figures, and that is Adia Lieb, who is averaging 12.0 points per game this year. She is just a freshman, so she has a bright future ahead of her. Union City, with their 6 seniors on this team, like I said, making their first PIAA appearance. They have the age advantage, but Penns Manor has the playoff experience, and both teams played very difficult schedules this year. As Union City, the combined winning percentage of Union City's opponents this year was .524, while Penns Manor's opponents had a .541 winning percentage this year. So both of these teams have definitely earned their way into this first round matchup. Union City coming off a win over Mercer in their last game in the consolation game of the District 10 playoffs, as they beat Mercer 41-36. Penns Manor coming off a loss in the District 6 championship game to Bishop McCourt. They lost that game 43-25. So Penns Manor looking to bounce back from that loss. Penns Manor with a 21-5 record this year. They started the season 19-1, but they have lost 4 of their last 6, including 3 of their last 4. Besides that loss to Bishop McCourt, they defeated United in the District 6 semifinals by a score of 34-32. But before that, they lost to Westmont Hilltop 48-18 and Marion Center 36-35. So Penns Manor in a little bit of a slump at the end of the season. Meanwhile, Union City closed the regular season with a 4-game winning streak. And they went 2-1 in the District 10 playoffs. So Union City has won 6 of their last 7 to get to this point at 14-11. Both teams have very similar offenses this year, as Union City is averaging 44.2 points per game, or 45.4 points per game, and Penns Manor just a tick below at 44.2 points per game. So both teams average about the same. The big difference is in the defense, as Union City is giving up an average of 45.1 points per game. However, Penns Manor is giving up just 32.3 points per game, as they really bring it on defense. So Union City will have a tough task ahead of them against this Penns Manor defense. So I would expect a low-scoring game, as both teams have very similar offenses and pretty good defenses. Penns Manor for the season is outscoring their opponents by nearly 12 points, 44.2 to 32.3. However, in games against teams with winning records, that margin shrinks considerably, as Penns Manor is averaging just 40.3 points per game against teams with winning records, and are giving up 36.1 points per game against those same teams. So we should be in for a good one tonight, as both teams are getting to their benches to get this national anthem and the starting lineups. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penns Manor Area School District. And we are just about ready for Union City's first ever playoff game. All right, and we are getting ready for the starting lineups here. Ellie Hunter, averaging 6.4 points per game. Cheyenne Cummings at 4.3 points per game. Shay Kent at 3.6 points per game. Ava Greer at 14.6. And Brooke Van Tassel at 14.5. 21, Clara Henry, averaging 9.3 points per game. 22, Josie Matko at 4.8 points per game. Number 12, Katie Bertolino at 6.2 points per game. Number 10, Jillian Kazemchak, averaging 3.1 points per game. And Adia Lieb, number 2, averaging 12 points per game. And we are just about ready for action here. The Lady Bears get ready for their first ever state playoff basketball game. Brooke Van Tassel out first to get the tip for Union City. I believe it'll be Katie Bertolino for Penn's Manor. And it is. And we are underway as Union City wins the tip. Shay Kent over to Cummings. Gets it to Van Tassel in the corner. Ellie Hunter out front. Over to Kent. David Greer at the foul line. Gets it over to Hunter for 3. Off the mark, no good. Nice rebound there by Shay Kent. Long pass over to Cheyenne Cummings as they get it back out to Ellie Hunter to set up the offense. Gets it to Shay Kent, and she is fouled out front. 7:28 to go here in the first quarter. No score. First possession of the game. Union City's had it all 32 seconds so far. Shay Kent inbound it. Gets it to Greer. Gets it back to Kent, and they call a traveling violation on Shay Kent. Took an extra step after she got the ball back. And that will give the ball to Penn's Manor for their first possession of the ball game. 22, Matko with it. Get it over to Kazemchak. Over to Adia Lieb in the lane, no good. Rebound by Greer. She's going to take it up across midcourt. She gets bumped, and the shot's up, no good. And they call it on the floor. They call the floor foul, so no shooting foul for Ava Greer. Shay Kent inbound it. And she does into the back court. And Cheyenne Cummings runs it down. Ball wasn't touched, so it was a legal play to get into the back court. Shay Kent going to set up the offense. Gets it over to Greer, who loses control of it. Fight for the ball, and it comes away Penn's Manor. Lieb with it. Get it over to Bertolino for 3. No good. Rebound by Greer. Greer gets the ball knocked away. Frantic pace here. Nobody scored yet as Adia Lieb has it over to Bertolino. Back to Lieb. And cross-court pass to Kazemchek. There's Lieb in the lane. Up, no good. Rebound, Ellie Hunter. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Greer with it. Hands it off to Cummings. Hunter gets it over to Kent. Cummings with it. Back to Hunter between the circles. Gets it to Van Tassel. Up, no good, but she is fouled. I believe that's the first time Brooke Van Tassel's touched the ball in this game. And she will go to the line to shoot 2. Brooke Van Tassel's first shot up and good. First point of the ball game. As Brooke Van Tassel shooting 64.4% from the line this year. Second shot up, doesn't get the roll. Rebound by Bertolino. 1-0 Union City with the lead. Lieb, cross-court pass, almost knocked away, and it is knocked away by Kent. Stolen by Cummings. And they call her for a carrying violation. 5:25 to go, first quarter, 1-0 Union City. Lieb with it, gonna bring it, walk the ball up across the timeline. Over to Bertolino. Back to Lieb. That's Metco. Back to Lieb out front. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 1-0 Union City with the lead. Bertolino with it. Nice pass inside to Lieb. In the lane, blocked, but a foul by Brooke Van Tassel. As Lieb will go to the foul line to shoot a pair. Lieb's first shot off the back of the iron, no good. It remains 1-0. And that shot's no good. Rebound by Van Tassel, and that ball's taken away by Lieb. 4:45 to go, first quarter. 1-0 Union City leading. A little bit of nerves by both teams maybe in the early going here. As Bertolino has the ball on the left wing. Gets it over to Matko. And that ball's taken away by Cummings. She loses it. There's a dribble drive in the lane, and that ball's knocked away by Cummings. Gathered back by Kazemchek. Lieb in the corner. There's Bertolino, no good. Rebound by Greer, and she gets the ball to Van Tassel. There's Ellie Hunter with it. Under 4 to go here in the first quarter. 1-0 Union City with the lead. Union City with the ball. Ava Greer throws the ball away as it's stolen by Penn's Manor. There's a shot by by Kazemchek, blocked by Van Tassel. They get it up to Ava Greer. Ellie Hunter over to Kent, fakes the shot, and she gets the ball stripped and taken away by Penn's Manor. Bertolino with it. Gets it over to Matko. Puts it up and good for 3. Josie Matko with the first field goal of the ball game. And there's a timeout by Union City as Penn's Manor takes their first lead of the game, 3-1. Support for Union City bears basketball coverage comes from King Service Center. King Service Center is located at 25167 Weed Road. They offer tires, oil changes, state safety inspection, and more. Phone number is 814-694-3472. It will be Union City basketball. As Penn's Manor scores the first field goal of the game at the 3:11 mark of the first quarter as the Lady Comets pick up full court. And Ellie Hunter gets the ball over to Kent. And they break the press. Hunter with it. Kent gets it over to Greer. Gonna dribble drive in the lane, spin move up, no good, and a charging foul on Greer. They call the offensive foul on Ava Greer. And there is another timeout on the court. As we have 2:55 to go here in the first quarter, Union City trails 3-1. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball coverage is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logos throughout the region, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penn's Manor Area School District. And I'd like to welcome any Penn's Manors fans that are watching this broadcast, as they are broadcasting radio only. So we may have some Penn's Manor fans tuning into this broadcast, so welcome. This first quarter going a little bit how I expected. I expected a defensive struggle, but 3-1 as Penn's Manor has a 2-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Don't know if we expected this low scoring of a game. I think once Union City gets their first field goal, they'll settle down a little bit. As Lieb brings the ball up over the timeline. Lieb's going to drive towards the basket, kicks it back out. That's Kazemchek. Tries to get it to Lieb inside, and she misses the target, and the ball goes out of bounds. Will be Union City basketball. Penn's Manor going to pick up full court. As Penn's Manor gets a lot of steals off this full court press. And there's another one as Lieb gets it, puts it up in the lane, up and good. Adia Lieb with her first 2 points of the ball game. And there's going to be a foul on Penn's Manor. 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. Penn's Manor leads 5-1 as that foul is on Lieb, her first. Team's fourth, so Union City will be in the bonus the rest of the way. As Cheyenne Cummings has it over to Hunter. And that ball is taken away. Long pass to Lieb, up and good. Adia Lieb with her fourth point of the game. And that ball stolen by Lieb. And a foul on Shea Kent as Lieb goes up for the basket. Adia Lieb going to the line for two to try to extend this 7-1 Penn's Manor lead. And she misses the first. She's 0 for 3 from the line so far today. Second one, misses again. Rebound by Van Tassel. Van Tassel looking for someone to pass it to. Gets it to Kent. Who gets it inside to Greer. Ellie Hunter in the lane. Little runner. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound Cummings. And that ball is thrown away, and it's going to be Penns Manor basketball. .132 to go here in the first quarter. 7-1. Penns Manor on a 7-0 run right now. Has Lieb with it. She's going to drive in. Kicks it back out. That's Kazemchek. Gets it over to Matko. Try to get it inside to Lieb. That ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay Penns Manor basketball. As number 15, Sydney Luther, comes into the ball game. There's a three off the inbounds pass. Up, no good. Rebound by Cummings. And they call a carrying violation. That's going to turn it back to Penns Manor. 7-1. The Penns Manor lead. As Jocelyn Bennett gets it inbounds, and it's stolen by Cummings, who passes it over to Kent, who puts it up no good. And there's going to be a foul on Shea Kent. That's going to be her second, team's fourth, as Kennedy Brenner checks into the ball game. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Union City still looking for their first field goal of the ball game. As Lieb's going to drive in, kicks it back out to Bennett. Bennett hands it off to Lieb. Lieb double teamed in the corner. Pass inside to Henry. Gets it over to Kazemchek, who gets it into, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. That foul is going to be on Cheyenne Cummings. That's going to send number 15, Sydney Luther, to the foul line. And she misses her first. Penns Manor 0 for 5 from the line so far today. And she makes the second one. Her first point of the ball game. Ellie Hunter with the ball in the backcourt. Gets it up to Greer, who gets it across the timeline. She's going to take it herself. Dishes it off to Van Tassel, who gets the ball stripped. And they're going to call a foul on Brooke Van Tassel. Penns Manor leads 8-1 with 18.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As the visiting crowd not happy with the officiating right now, as Jillian Kazemchek goes to the foul line for two, and she misses her first. Second shot up, no good. Rebound by Greer. She gets it across the timeline. Gets it over to Hunter. Back to Greer with 7 seconds. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Bennett. They get it up court. There's a three at the buzzer, no good. And that will do it for the first quarter, as Penns Manor takes an 8-1 lead into the second quarter. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penns Manor Area School District. Support for Union City basketball on UC Today is provided by Wild and Fierce Designs, providing custom apparel and gifts with in-house printing. Serving school organizations, sports teams, businesses, and other organizations. Located at 22 South Main Street in Union City. Phone number is 814-882-4309. UC Today Sports thanks Wild and Fierce Designs for their support. And this UC Today Sports broadcast is made possible by the Union City VFW, John Kroll, Post 6773, located at 23 East High Street in Union City. Phone number is 814-438-3448. UC Today thanks to VFW for their support. Let's hope the Lady Bears got their nerves out of the way here in that first quarter and get down to playing Lady Bears basketball, as Penns Manor has the first possession here in the second quarter. As Matko has it, gets it back over to Lieb at the top of the key. Being guarded by Ellie Hunter. Drives in, puts it up off the rim, and good. Adia Lieb with 6. Hunter gets it over to Kent. And there's a travel. Union City having a lot of trouble with Penns Manor's defensive pressure right now, as they trail 10-1. Lieb. And they call an offensive foul. That's going to be on Clara Henry, number 21. So that will turn the ball back over to Union City. That is her first, team's first, here in the second quarter. Kent gets it into Greer, gets it across midcourt, hands it off to Hunter. Union City still looking for their first field goal of the ball game. Jay Kent, nice pass inside to Van Tassel, misses the layup, but she gets fouled. And Brooke Van Tassel will go to the foul line to shoot 2. Van Tassel has the only point of the game for Union City, as that foul is on number 22, Josie Matko, her second, team second. And that first shot is up and good by Brooke Van Tassel. 10-2 Union City with the trailing Penns Manor. Second one's up and good. Brooke Van Tassel, 3 for 4 from the foul line today, as she cuts the Penns Manor lead to 10-3. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Matko with it, over to Bertolino. She's gonna dribble drive, stops her dribble, kicks it back out. Matko with it, over to Bertolino, fakes the 3, puts up a 15-footer, no good. Rebound, fought for, and they're gonna call a jump ball. So that should be Union City basketball. There's the Lady Bears get the ball back as Kennedy Brenner takes a seat. Cheyenne Cummings back into the ball game. 6:39 to go here in the first half. 10-3, Penns Manor with the lead. Hunter gets it over to Greer. He gets it over to Kent. Drive in the way, but Cummings back over to Hunter. Van Tassel. Good defense by Penns Manor, as they are not letting Union City get open for any kind of a shot. Say Kent slows things down a little bit, as she's dribbling the ball out front. Nice pass inside to Greer. She fights her way in, up good, and the foul. Ava Greer with the and one. As Union City gets their first field goal of the ball game, cutting the lead to 10-5. And Ava Greer will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Foul shots up and good. 10-6, Penns Manor leads. As Union City is on a little bit of a run here, as Matko has it. Gets it over to Bertolino. Tries to drive, puts it up, no, but they call a foul on Shea Kent, which is going to be her third of the game. Something Union City cannot afford is foul trouble in this game. And Bertolino's first shot is up and good. Her first point of the game. As Kennedy Brenner checks back in for Kent. Once again, Brenner's going to have to play a lot of minutes in this game, it looks like. Second shot up and good as Katie Bertolino sinks them both. 12-6, Penns Manor with the lead. A little bit of trouble getting the ball up as Ellie Hunter gets it over to Brenner. They need to hurry. And the ball gets knocked away and taken by Penns Manor. Good block by Ava Greer as Adia Lieb went up for the layup. And Greer with the blocked shot and out of bounds. Penns Manor basketball. 12-6. Penns Manor leads, 5:33 to go here in the first half. Get it into Bertolino's, trapped on the sidelines, and they call a foul on Ava Greer. They're calling this game very close to the vest. They're not letting teams get away with much in this game. That's the second foul on Ava Greer. 5.5 to go here in the first half. As Bertolino dribbling the ball out front. Get it into Matko. Back out to Henry for three. It's up and good. Clara Henry with her first three. That ball's knocked away. Penns Manor with it. Dribble drive on the baseline. Up, no good, but she is fouled. And that is Lieb who will go to the foul line. That foul is called on Cheyenne Cummings, her second, team's third. Both teams committed 3 fouls so far in this second quarter. As we have something going on with Ava Greer as they're taping up her ankle, it looks like. They do allow Greer to stay in the ball game after that timeout. Penns Manor leads 15-6 with 5:05 to go here in the first half. As Adia Lieb is at the foul line. Referee still talking to Coach Matt Moon on the sidelines, but looks like we are going to finally get back to action. As Lieb, first shot up, no good. She's 0 for 5 from the line today. It's the only thing that's keeping Union City in this game is Penns Manor's foul shooting. Lieb misses the second. Rebound by Van Tassel. Gets it over to Kent. Gets it across to Greer. And then she gets the ball taken away. Long pass up ahead to Lieb. Up and good. Lydia Lieb with 8. And this defensive pressure is just overwhelming for Union City right now as Penns Manor leads 17-6. Ellie Hunter with it over to Greer. Back to Kent. Cummings with it. Hunter gets it into Van Tassel. And she loses control of it. Little turnaround jumper up off the rim. No good. Rebound Kent. No. Rebound Greer. And there's a fight for the ball. And that's going to be a jump ball. And I believe that's going to be Penns Manor basketball. .412 to go here in the second quarter. 17-6. Penns Manor with the lead. Nadia Lieb with it. Gets around Cummings. Gets it back to Kazemchek. And she's trapped. Gets it to Lieb in the lane. Up and no good. Rebound by Van Tassel. Who gets it to Kent. Gets it over to Hunter across the timeline. Cummings over to Greer. Gonna dribble drive in the lane. Up, no good, but she is fouled. Ava Greer going to the foul line. She has 3 points in the game. 3.5 to go here in the first half as we have a media timeout. This telecast of Union City and Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penns Manor Area School District. Support for Union City basketball coverage on the UC Today sports stream is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, wishing the Bears the best of luck this season. Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial services for you or your business. Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street, Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. UC Today Sports thanks to Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, for their support of Union City Bears basketball play-by-play. CFCU is a not-for-profit organization. .330 to go here in the first half. Penns Manor leads 17-6 as Ava Greer goes to the foul line for 2 shots. First one's up and good. Greer makes them both. 17-8. Penns Manor with the lead. There's Bennett. No good. Rebound tipped out to Cummings. And she falls down, and the ball is going to go back to Penns Manor. Bertolino to inbound it on the sideline. 17-8. Penns Manor with the lead, gets it into Lieb. Gets back to Bertolino on the left wing. And tries to get it to Lieb, and there's a foul on Union City. And that's going to be on Cheyenne Cummings. And that's her third foul of the game. Team's fourth. So no shooting foul yet. Both teams with 4 team fouls here in the second quarter. So both teams will be in the bonus the rest of this first half. As Bennett has the ball. As Kennedy Brenner checked back in the ball game. Bennett being guarded by Hunter. Gets it to Bertolino. Nice block from behind by Greer. And that ball is tipped away. And it's knocked into the front court. Greer gets it over to Hunter. Inside to Van Tassel. Puts it up. No foul. And coming back the other way to Penn's Manor. Bennett out front. Lady Comets lead by 9, 17-8. The shot inside, no good. Rebound by Greer. Kent gets it over to Greer, gets it back to Kent. Across the timeline, she's going to dribble drive in the lane, up and good! And the foul. Shay Kent taking it to the hole as she scores her first 2 points. And she will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. It's just the second field goal of the game for Union City. Shay Kent tries to cut back into this lead a little bit as she misses the foul shot. Rebound by Bertolino. Penn's Manor comes into the forecourt. Under 2 to go here in the first half. 17-10 Penn's Manor. There's a pass inside to Lieb, up good, and a foul. And that will be the 4th on Shay Kent. As Union City is in some serious foul trouble in this game. And Adian Lieb, the freshman, will go to the foul line as Cheyenne Cummings comes back into the ball game. Lieb 0 for 6 from the line today. Make it 0 for 7 as she misses again, and that ball is knocked around. Fight for it on the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Union City basketball. 19-10. Penn's Manor with the lead. And there's going to be a timeout by Union City, a 30-second timeout. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears Basketball Cup playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penn's Manor Area School District. Union City trailing by 9, 19-10, with 1:48 to go here in the first quarter, in the first half. Ava Greer will take the ball out of bounds on the sideline in the backcourt. Cheyenne Cummings being worked on the sidelines a little bit. And she's good to go. So we're going back to action. Shay Kent on the bench with 4 fouls already in this first half. And they get the ball up court to Greer. He's going to try to drive baseline, gets cut off, gets it over to Hunter. Ball gets taken away by Lieb. Brenner with the foul and Lieb with the basket. Lieb with 8 points here in the second quarter alone. 12 points for the game. As she goes to the line once again. She's 0 for 7 from the line today. And she misses again, 0 for 8. Rebound by Greer. And she comes out of there, dribbles it up court, and she drags her pivot foot and turns the ball over. Adia Lieb averaging just 12 points per game this year. She's already at that mark here in the first half, as Union City trails 21-10 with 1:28 to go here in the first half. Katie Bertolino gets it into Lieb in the backcourt. Lieb gets it into Bertolino. Nice pass into Lieb. Blocked shot. Taken away by Van Tassel. Hunter brings the ball up court. Gets it into Greer. To Cummings, who puts it up off the glass and good. Her first 2 of the ball game. Penns Manor throws the ball away as Jocelyn Bennett cannot handle the pass on the sidelines. Lady Commons lead 21-12, 58.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Greer to bring the ball up court. Gets it back to Brenner. Gets it over to Greer in the corner. In the lane, puts it up with the left hand. No, but she is fouled. Ava Greer will go back to the foul line. Try to cut into this 9-point Penns Manor lead. Greer's first one is good. 4 for 4 from the line for Ava Greer today. 46.7 seconds to go here in the first half. 21-13, Penns Manor with the lead. Greer makes the second. 5 for 5 from the line. 7 points for the game for Ava Greer. Big defensive possession here, as they put some, looks like Penns Manor might want to hold for one, but Union City putting a little bit of pressure on them, try to get a steal as Lieb gets it. And there's a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound by Cummings. Gets it up to Van Tassel. She's in the lane, up, no good, but she is fouled, as Brooke Van Tassel will go to the foul line. .6 to go here in the first half. First one's up and good. Union City 9 for 10 from the line today. Brooke Van Tassel now with 4 points, all from the foul line. Union City trailing 21-15. As Van Tassel misses, rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. That's going to be Union City basketball, as the Lady Bears can cut into this 6-point lead before halftime, as Ellie Hunter will take the ball out on the baseline. .6 to go here in the first half, 21-15. As Penn's Manor has dominated this first half, but Union City has fought their way back. And they trail by with just 6, and they have the ball. And they call an offensive foul. And that's on Cheyenne Cummings. And that is her 4th foul, as both Cummings and Kent with 4 personal fouls in this first half. 12 seconds to go here in the half. Lieb with it. 5 to go. Tries to drive baseline. Gets it back to Kazemchek. Lieb for 3 at the buzzer. No good. And that will do it for this first half. As Penn's Manor goes into the locker room leading by a score of 21-15. As they have pretty much dominated this first half, especially on the defensive end. But Union City has fought back and trailed by just 6 points. However, foul trouble. Fouls are definitely going to be trouble in the second half, as both Cummings and Kent for Union City with 4 fouls in this first half. Ava Greer scored 7 points in that second quarter to lead the way for Union City, as Greer leads the Lady Bears with 7 total points. Brooke Van Tassel was second with 4 points. Shay Kent with 2, and Cheyenne Cummings with 2. Yeah, so Greer with 7, Van Tassel with 4, Kent with 2, Cummings with 2. Ellie Hunter has yet to score here for the Union City Lady Bears. As Union City scored 14 points in that second quarter after a 1-point first quarter. Penn's Manor was led in that second quarter by freshman sensation Adia Lieb, who scored 8 points in that second quarter alone to give her 12 for the ball game. Josie Matko has 3, Clara Henry with 3, Katie Bertolino with 2, and Sydney Luther with 1 to round out the scoring for Penn's Manor in that first half. Union City outscored Penn's Manor 14-13 in that second quarter, but a 7-point deficit after 1 put Union City in the hole. Penn's Manor will have the ball coming out of halftime to begin the second half. And once again, if you're just joining us, Shay Kent and Cheyenne Cummings, both with 4 personal fouls in that first half. As these officials have called the game very close. They're definitely calling the game tighter than District 10 officials have. as Union City will have to make some adjustments in the second half as they try to come back and win this ball game. Once again, Penns Manor leading 21-15 at halftime of the first round of the PIAA state playoffs. Checking the scoreboard here, involving other District 10 teams. On the boys' side, Erie First Christian over Nazareth Prep, 92-74. That's a final score. In the third quarter, Penn Hills leading Meadville, 32-16. Johnsonburg leading West Middlesex, 19-15. Sharon leading North Catholic in the second quarter, 15-13. In the third quarter, Hickory leading Quaker Valley, 24-22. And Knock leading Girard, 18-14 in the third quarter. And a first quarter score, Cathedral Prep leading Central Valley, 16-7. On the girls' side, District 10 champion Wilmington is leading Fort Cherry 42-20 in the third quarter. District 10 runner-up Kennedy Catholic leading Rochester by just 7 in the second quarter, 23-16. Bishop McCourt, the District 6 champion, is leading Mercer, the fourth place team out of District 10, by a score of 28-16. Northwestern leading Quaker Valley just 17-13 in the third quarter. Low scoring game there by Northwestern. And Beaver Falls leading Seneca 26-22. So those last two, Northwestern game and the Seneca game, they're 3A games, but they're involving teams from Region 3, in which Union City is a part of. So that will be interesting to follow those games as we go along here. Once again, Penns Manor leading 21-15 at halftime, as neither team has, besides Adi and Lieb for Penns Manor, neither team has done much from the field, as Lieb has made 6 baskets in this game for 12 points. However, she is 0 for 8 from the line. And Penns Manor as a team is just 3 for 14 from the line. So that is the major reason why this is just a 6-point game, as Penns Manor has dominated the game, but they haven't been able to connect from the foul line. And with Union City with 2 of their starters with 4 fouls already, Kennedy Brenner's already going to be pushed into a lot of action in this game. But you may see them have to go further than their 6 seniors, as we may see some other players get some action that haven't gotten too much action recently. As Malin Sipes and Kaylee Creamer will be the 7th and 8th players off the bench if it is needed. Union City just needs to be aware of the way they are calling the game. And hopefully they made some adjustments at halftime. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases of timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penns Manor Area School District. We are getting ready for second half action as the Penns Manor Lady Comets lead 21-15 over the Union City Lady Bears. Lady Bears trailed by as much as 11 points in that first half, as the Lady Comets will take over. We'll have the ball first here in the second half. Zadie Lieb dribbling the ball out front. Gets it over to Bertolino. Matko in the corner, over to Bertolino. There's Matko with it. Lieb. Get it over and shot up and good by Gillian Kazemchek. Her first points of the game. And that ball, they get it across court, get it to Cummings. And they call a travel on Cheyenne Cummings. 7:13 to go, third quarter. Union City trails 23-15. Bertolino with it out front. That ball's tipped away by Van Tassel, saved inside, and taken away by Penns Manor. Lieb with it, over to Bertolino. And they're just playing catch out front as Kazemchek has it. Penns Manor just content with running some time off the clock as Lieb tries to dribble in the lane, up, blocked by Van Tassel. And that ball is going to be taken by Shea Kent. Back the other way, gets it over to Cummings, puts it up, no, rebound by Greer, puts it up, no, but she is fouled. Ava Greer to go to the foul line. First one's up and good. Ava Greer 5 for 5 from the line. 8 points for the game. And Cheyenne Cummings takes a seat. And Kennedy Brenner comes back in the ball game. Ava Greer, perfect on the game from the line. As Penns Manor has the ball up by 6. And there's going to be a timeout by Penns Manor. It's going to be a full timeout as Penns Manor leads 23-17 with 5:57 to go here in the third quarter. Support for Union City basketball coverage on the UC Today sports stream is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, wishing the Bears the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial services for you or your business. Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street, Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. UC Today Sports thanks to Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, for their support of Union City Bears basketball play-by-play. CFCU is a not-for-profit organization. It will be Penns Manor basketball out of the timeout. With 5:57 to go here in the third quarter, Penns Manor leads 23-17. Union City hasn't led since 1-0 early in the first quarter. Bertolino gets it into Lieb, who walks it up across half court. A little bit of pressure by Ellie Hunter. There's a pass inside, blocked by Van Tassel. They get it back out for three, no good. Rebound, batted around. Lieb gets it up and puts it in. Lieb with 14. And Ellie Hunter's going to bring the ball up. Gets it over to Kent. In the lane, puts it up, and she's called for the foul. Or she draws the foul. And they're going to call it a shooting foul. And they are going to send Shea Kent to the line, 4-2. Foul is on Bertolino, her fourth foul of the game, as Kent gets the bounce. So Katie Bertolino, number 12, in foul trouble as she commits her fourth foul, second team foul of the third quarter. As the fouls are piling up for both teams. As Kent, second shot up, no good. Rebound, Penns Manor. Lieb with it, kicks it over to Kazemchek for three, no good. Rebound by Lieb. Gets it over to Bennett for three, and she puts it up and good. Jocelyn Bennett with her first three of the game, first points of the game. Shea Kent gets the ball stripped away. It's going to be Penns Manor basketball. Nice pass underneath, up and good, and the foul. That shot good by Clara Henry. And just like that, a 6-point lead grows to 12. And that foul is on Ava Greer. That's her third. Penns Manor now leads 30-18 as she misses that foul shot. Greer with it, gets it back to Van Tassel, over to Kent. Drives in the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Penns Manor. Lieb gets it over to Bennett again for three. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Ellie Hunter. Gets it up to Kent. Gets it to Van Tassel. She's going to try to drive in the lane, up, and gets the bounce. Brooke Van Tassel with her first field goal of the game. (30-20), Penns Manor leads. Lieb with it, and there's almost a steal by Ellie Hunter as she snuck in from behind. Bennett gonna drive baseline, kicks it back out. There's a fake to three, gets it inside to Kazemchek. Back out for three, up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Ava Greer. Greer gets the ball knocked away. She gets it back. She's going to bring it up herself, gets it up to Kent. And tries to hit Kennedy Brenner and throws the ball away. And there's going to be a media timeout on the court, as Penn's Manor leads 30-20 with 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penn's Manor Area School District. Support for Union City Bears basketball coverage comes from King Service Center. King Service Center is located at 25167 Weed Road. They offer tires, oil changes, state safety inspection, and more. Phone number is 814-694-3472. Support for Union City basketball and UC Today is provided by Wild and Fierce Designs, providing custom apparel and gifts with in-house printing. Serving school organizations, sports teams, businesses, and other organizations. Located at 22 South Main Street in Union City. Phone number is 814-882-4309. UC Today Sports thanks Wild and Fierce Designs for their support. And this UC Today Sports broadcast is made possible by the Union City VFW John Kroll, Post 6773, located at 23 East High Street in Union City. Their phone number is 814-438-3448. UC Today thanks the VFW for their support. And Penn's Manor walking the ball up court. It's Lieb. Get it to Bennett on the wing, over to Kazemchek. Adia Lieb out front. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Get it back to Bennett. She's gonna try to drive. Kicks it back out to Lieb. Gets it inside to Henry. Kicks it back out to Bennett for 3. Got it. Jocelyn Bennett with her second three-pointer of the game. And back the other way, that ball's tipped out of bounds. (33-20), Penn's Manor with the lead. 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. Nice pass inside to Van Tassel, and she puts it up off the glass and good, and the foul. Brooke Van Tassel with 8 points. She will go to the line to try to make it 9. Foul shot's up and good. (33-23). Penn's Manor with the lead. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. As Adia Lieb is going to walk the ball up court. To Henry, over to Kazemchek, in the lane, gets trapped. They swing it back around to Lieb, and there's almost a steal by Hunter. Lieb drives in, misses the layup, rebound Penn's Manor, no good. Rebound by Hunter. And there's a nice pass to Ava Greer, who puts it up, no good. There's Bennett for 3, got it. Jocelyn Bennett with her third three-pointer of this quarter. And there's going to be a foul at midcourt. That's going to be on Bennett. Every time Union City makes a little bit of a run, Penn's Manor comes right back with a big shot. We have a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter as Kennedy Brenner takes the ball out, gets it into Ellie Hunter, gets it over to Cummings, into Van Tassel, gets the ball stripped. Penn's Manor with another defensive turnover. Luther with it, back to Lieb. Over to Luther. Penn's Manor leading by 13. Lieb with it, the foul line. Kicks it over for three, no good. Rebound by Van Tassel. Ellie Hunter's gonna bring the ball up court. Kicks it back out to Greer. And that ball's taken away. That's Clara Henry with the steal. Gets it over to Lieb. In the lane, up and good. Adian Lieb with 16. Penn's Manor with their biggest lead of the game, 38-23. Ellie Hunter with it. Gets it over to Brenner. Back to Hunter. 13 seconds to go. There's Cummings for three. Off the mark, no good. She tracks down her own rebound. 5 seconds to go. She's trapped. And they're going to call a timeout. Union City with 3.9 seconds to go as they try to set up a final shot here of the third quarter. Probably expect Ellie Hunter to take this ball out on the baseline as they possibly try to get her free for a three at the buzzer. As Penn's Manor leads 38-23 with 3.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shea Kent and Cheyenne Cummings still both with 4 fouls. As Union City has only committed 1 foul here in this second half. So they've cleaned that up a little bit. As they come out of the timeout, Union City trying to get a 2-for-1 here as they get the ball to begin the fourth quarter as well. Kennedy Brenner to take the ball out as they get Ellie Hunter three, and the ball's tipped away. They tried to get it to Hunter for a three. That ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Union City ball on the sideline. 3.3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Van Tassel to inbound it. Gets it to Brenner. Gonna have to put it up. Hunter got it off, and that's no good. It would have counted, but off the mark. So we have come to the end of the third quarter here at Penn's Manor Area School District. Penn's Manor Lady Comets lead 38-23 with 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Jocelyn Bennett with 3 3-pointers in that third quarter to lead the way for Penn's Manor with 9 points in that quarter. As Penn's Manor outscored Union City 17-8 in that third quarter. Adia Lieb leads the way for Penn's Manor with 16 points in this game. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penns Manor Area School District. It will be Union City basketball as Shea Kent takes the ball out at midcourt. Get it into Van Tassel, who gets it back to Hunter, who's going to put up a three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Kent, takes it away from Penns Manor. And she misses. Penns Manor gets it up court, blocked, but a foul. That's Clara Henry. It's going to go to the foul line for two. That foul is on Brooke Van Tassel, her third, team's first. First shot's up and good. Makes them both. Union City almost loses the inbounds pass as Ava Greer is trapped in the corner. And they call I don't know if they call a foul or a timeout. It is going to be a timeout, it looks like, for Union City. Support for Union City basketball coverage on the UC Today sports stream is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, wishing the Bears the best of luck this season. Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial services for you or your business. Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street, Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. UC Today Sports thanks to Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, for their support of Union City Bears basketball play-by-play. CFCU is a not-for-profit organization. .7:38 to go here in the fourth quarter, as Union City trails 40-23 in this first round PIAA matchup. With the winner taking on the winner of the Neshannock-Burgettstown game. As Ellie Hunter's going to bring the ball up court. He's going to take it all the way. Gets it to Cummings on the baseline. He gets it to Kent in the corner. And they get it back to Ellie Hunter, who gets it inside to Greer. And there's going to be a foul. No shot. That will be a foul on number 15, I believe, Sydney Luther. Which will be the first team foul of the fourth quarter, her third personal foul. As Kent takes the ball out on the baseline. Gets it into Van Tassel, puts it up, no good, but Kent gets the rebound. Who gets it back, tries to get it to Van Tassel. And there's Hunter for three, off the mark, no good. And it's going to be Penns Manor basketball. Union City's pressing right now. Pressing in their shots, and now they're pressing full court on defense. Penns Manor having some trouble with the press as they have to use a timeout to save the possession. Support for Union City basketball coverage on the UC Today sports stream is provided in part by the Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, wishing the Bears the best of luck this season. Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial services for you or your business. Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street, Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. UC Today Sports thanks to Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, for their support of Union City Bears basketball play-by-play. CFCU is a not-for-profit organization. Union City trailing by 17 with 6:57 to go here in the third quarter. It will be Penn's Manor basketball. Lady Bears picking up full court, and there's a long pass. And that ball's going to be turned over to Union City. As Penn's Manor couldn't control the ball. Hunter with it. Gets it over to Cummings, to Van Tassel. Turn around in the lane, up off the glass and good. Brooke Van Tassel with 11. There's a long pass into the front court. And it's going to be knocked away. It's going to be Penn's Manor basketball. 40-25, Penn's Manor with the lead. Get the ball into Bertolino. Nice pass in the lead, but that shot is blocked. Ava Greer comes down with it. And she's going to bring it across the timeline. There's Cummings for three. And they call a traveling call on Cheyenne Cummings. .6:14 to go in the fourth quarter. 40-25, Penn's Manor leads. There's Bertolino. And there's a long pass to the front court. Up, blocked by Greer. And that ball is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Union City basketball. As the Lady Bears have stepped up their defensive pressure here in the fourth quarter. Maybe a little bit too little, too late, though. As the Lady Bears trail by 15. Greer with it. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Gets it over to Cummings for three. No good. Rebound Van Tassel up, no good. Rebound by Greer, no good. Kent with it. Back to Greer. No. Greer again. Good. Fifth time's the charm as Ava Greer puts it in. And there's a long pass down court. Up, no good. And there's going to be a foul. 40-27. Union City with the, or Penn's Manor with the lead. That foul is on Ava Greer. And that's her fourth foul. As Jillian Kazemchek goes to the line, misses the first. Second one's up and good. Kazemchek with three. Ellie Hunter with it. Gets it over to Kent. She's going to bring it up across the timeline. Gets it to Van Tassel, who puts a little runner up in the lane, up and good. Lady Bears trail by 12, 41-29. And there's a turnover by Penn's Manor, and that will go back to Union City. 5:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. 41-29, Union City trails. Get the ball into Hunter, who gets it back to Kent. They break the press. Gets it to Greer. In the lane with the left hand, no good. Rebound, fought for, and it's going to be a foul on Greer, I believe. And if that is on Ava Greer, I believe that's her 5th. And for the final, possibly the final time in her high school career, Ava Greer will take a seat and come off the court as she fouls out with 13 points. And there's a turnover by Penns Manor as Kazemchek stepped on the sideline. Kennedy Brenner checked back in for Greer. Kent gets it into Hunter, who gets it tries to get it to Cummings, and the ball goes off her hands out of bounds. 4:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. 41-29, Union City trails. Lady Comets with a 12-point lead. And they get the ball into the front court. Get it to Henry, to Lieb, who puts it up, no good. But they call a timeout. Penns Manor's coach had called a timeout before that happened. So Penns Manor's coach cost them 2 points on that one. As Ava Greer fouled out of this game with 13 points, she will end her career with her season with 379 points, which shatters the previous single season record for Union City basketball. And she will also end her career with 742 points. And Bertolino, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Van Tassel. She's going to bring it up court herself. Gets it over to Cummings, a little runner, no good. Rebound, Lady Comets. Penns Manor with it, being Adia Lieb. This is inside to Henry, up, no good. She gets the shot, and she gets the foul. Henry with 9 points in the game. That's the 4th foul on Brooke Van Tassel. As Henry will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Around the rim, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Union City basketball. 43-29. Penns Manor with the lead. Kennedy Brenner to take the ball out. Ellie Hunter. And she gets the ball stripped. And Adia Lieb in the lane, up around the rim, no. Henry up, good. 16-point lead. And that ball's almost stolen. Van Tassel with it, pulls up, jumper, good. 45-31, Penns Manor leads. 3.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Penns Manor breaks the press. Gets it over to Bertolino, being guarded by Kennedy Brenner. They get it back to Lieb. Back to Matko. Lieb with it. And Penns Manor just content with running time off the clock. Lieb over to Matko. back to Lieb at the foul line. Almost a steal, and Ellie Hunter commits the personal foul. And that will be the 5th team foul, so that will send Penns Manor to the foul line. As Adian Lieb is 0 for 8 from the line today. Unfortunately, Union City doesn't have enough fouls to just keep sending them to the foul line. Although that's just the first foul on Ellie Hunter. So Hunter and Brenner, I don't think Brenner's committed a foul in this game. So Hunter and Brenner have 9 fouls to give. Everyone else on the floor has 4, and Ava Greer has already fouled out. So if they're going to give any fouls, it's got to be Ellie Hunter or Kennedy Brenner giving the fouls. But Penns Manor has not been good from the foul line today, so we will see if Union City can get back into this ball game by Penns Manor missing some foul shots. As Lieb is going to the line to shoot 2. She had 12 points in the first half, just 4 here in the second half. Like I said, she is 0 for 8 from the line today. Make it 0 for 9. Second shot up and misses again. Tapped around, and it's going to be off of Shea Kent. It's going to be Penns Manor basketball. Adia Lieb 0 for 10 from the foul line today. Bertolino off the inbounds pass, and rebound by Cummings, and the ball's loose, fought for, and they're going to call a timeout by Penns Manor. So Penns Manor will retain possession of the ball with 2:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Penns Manor leading 45-31. This telecast of Union City Lady Bears basketball playoffs is made possible by a contribution from Greer Hardwoods. Greer Hardwoods purchases timber, timberland, and logs throughout the region. For information, contact Rob Greer at 814-882-4625. Greer Hardwoods, supporting Union City Lady Bears basketball. Additional support for this broadcast is provided by Penns Manor Area School District. Final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this first round playoff game. With Penns Manor leading 45-31. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to be called against Union City, I believe. That's going to be on Cheyenne Cummings. Oh no, Kennedy Brenner. That's her second. That will send Lieb back to the foul line. Misses again. Lieb misses the second one. Rebound Van Tassel, and stolen away by Lieb. And there's a foul on Ellie Hunter. Looks like the plan is to send Adia Lieb to the foul line as much as possible But Union City has to score some points as well. Leib misses again. And Leib makes one. And 46-31. Penns Manor with the lead. Ellie Hunter with it, gives it to Van Tassel, gets the ball knocked away and stolen by Penns Manor. Leib with it. Over to Bertolino, who loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Union City basketball. 2:05 to go here in the ball game. 46-31. Union City trails. Ellie Hunter races up court. Kennedy Brenner with it. Hunter for three, got it. Ellie Hunter with her first points of the ball game. 46-34. And Ellie Hunter commits the foul on Bertolino. Bertolino 2 for 2 from the line today. Penns Manor up by 12 with 1:42 to go. And that first shot is no good. Second shot, no good. Rebound by Kent. Gets it up to Van Tassel. And she throws the ball away. And Ellie Hunter commits the personal foul. And that will send Bertolino back to the foul line. (46-34), Penns Manor with the lead. Bertolino makes the first shot. Second one's up and good. She makes them both. 48-34, Penns Manor with the lead. 1:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ellie Hunter gonna drive, scoop shot up, no good. Rebound, Penns Manor, and Leib is fouled. And that foul's gonna be on Ellie Hunter again. And that will be the fifth foul on Ellie Hunter as she ends her career with 3 points in the final game. As Adia Leib goes back to the foul line. And she misses the first. 48-34, the lead for Penns Manor. Malin Sipes checks into the ball game for Ellie Hunter. Second one's up, no good. Rebound by Van Tassel. She's going to take it all the way. Stop, pops from the foul line, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Union City basketball. 48-34, Penns Manor with the lead. Kent inbounded to Van Tassel, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Penns Manor, and there's a foul. And that foul will be on Shay Kent, and that will be her fifth foul, as Kaylee Creamer will check in for Shay Kent. as Shea Kent comes off the court for the final time. That first shot's up and good by Josie Matko. Second shot's up, no good. Rebound by Lieb. And back to Bennett. And Brenner trying to give the foul. Not calling a foul now. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to call it on Sipes or Cummings. They're going to call that on Cummings, as that will foul her out of the ball game. And Ciandrele Hunter comes into the ball game as Cheyenne Cummings fouls out. Jocelyn Bennett at the foul line. And she misses the first. Brooke Van Tassel and Kennedy Brenner, the only two seniors on the court. As Hunter gets it over to Van Tassel. She's going to drive in the lane, puts it up around the rim, no good. Rebound, Penns Manor. Lieb with it, 25 to go. $17 to go, 49-34, Penns Manor with the lead. Bennett and Penns Manor will just run out the clock. 4 seconds to go, and that will do it. As Penns Manor wins this first round playoff game by a score of 49-34. As Penns Manor improves to 22-5 on the season. And they will have a date on Tuesday with either Neshannock or Burgettstown. Union City Lady Bears fall to 14-12. And end this historic season as they lose their final game of the season by a score of 49-34. But they won their first 2 playoff games in school history while making their first ever PIAA playoff appearance. As you can see the emotions down on the court from this senior class. As I am getting emotional as well as I talk about it. So some final totals in this ball game for the Lady Comets. Adia Lieb led the way with 17 points. Jocelyn Bennett had 9. Jillian Kuzemchek had 3. Katie Bertolino with 4. Clara Henry with 11. And Josie Matko with 4. For Union City, Ava Greer had 13. Brooke Van Tassel with 13. I think that is very fitting that both Greer and Van Tassel ended up with the same number of points, as they have been their go-to players all season. Ellie Hunter with 1 3-pointer ends the game with 3 points. Cheyenne Cummings with 2. Shay Kent with 2. And Kennedy Brenner did not score in her final game. This season may be over, but this has been a fun ride. A season of many firsts. As like I've already detailed, Union City won their first playoff game in history. They made their first ever state playoff appearance. Ava Greer ends the season with 379 points to end up as the all-time single-season scoring leader in Lady Bears history. Brooke Van Tassel ends her season with 331 points, which is the third best single-season point total in Union City history. Greer and Van Tassel end their senior season as the only 2 teammates in Union City Lady Bears history to go over 300 points in the same season. Brooke Van Tassel ends her career with 1,105 points, which is second only to Eliza Reynolds, who scored 1,151 points in her career. For the 6 seniors on this team, this will be their final high school basketball game. Like I said, Brooke Van Tassel ends her career with 1,105. I was unable to find stats for this team's freshman season, so I apologize if some of these numbers are incorrect. I'm not sure if anybody besides Brooke played any varsity minutes during their senior seasons, but these numbers that I'm going to give you for the other seniors are from their sophomore to senior years. Ava Greer with 742 points. Ellie Hunter with her 3 points today gives her 362 points. Shay Kent with her 2 points today gives her 240 points in her career. Cheyenne Cummings with her 2 points today gives her 397 points. And Kennedy Brenner with 86 points. Like I said, those numbers, except for Van Tassel's, are just sophomore through senior year. They may have scored a few points in their freshman seasons, I'm not sure. But I know Brooke Van Tassel's career total is correct at 1,105 points. But what a career and what a way to end this season for the Union City Lady Bears as they fall in the playoff game to the Penns Manor Lady Comets by a score of 49-34. Congratulations to Penns Manor who goes on to the second round of the PIAA state playoffs. And congratulations to the Union City Lady Bears, as they have had their most successful season in Union City basketball history. And these seniors have put it all on the court this year, as they have surpassed everyone's expectations. As I see the players coming out of the locker room. This senior class's season is over, but it will not be soon forgotten, as the Lady Bears end their season with a 14-12 record. As some of these players will now set their sights on the softball season, which will begin in a couple weeks. So before I sign off here, I'd like to thank Brian Silvas, the program director of UC Today. I'd like to thank Cody Rose, my broadcast partner, who brought you all of the home games this season. I'd like to thank you, the fans, who have made all these broadcasts possible by you tuning in to these broadcasts. And your support, both in person and in viewership, has been phenomenal this year. I'd like to thank Coach Moon and the rest of the Lady Bears for everything they've done for this school this year. And thank you to all of our sponsors, especially the ones that have stepped up in the playoffs to put forth the money to allow us to video broadcast these playoff games. So once again, Penns Manor defeats Union City by a score of 49-34. And I will be back broadcasting baseball and softball games if anybody joins us for those. But this has been one heck of a ride, and this has been about the most fun I've had over these last 3 months, bringing you all the action of Union City basketball, both the boys and the girls, but especially the girls. So thank you to everybody out there for joining us here on the UC Today, on the Corry Federal Credit Union UC Today sports stream. And will be signing off here as the Union City Lady Bears end their season with a 14-12 overall record. So once again, thank you. Congratulations to Union City for their excellent season, and congratulations to the Penns Manor Lady Comets for advancing to the second round of the PIAA state playoffs. Thank you again for watching.
Good position, boxing out, and also felt like we could double down with it.